Welcome in, everyone. 9 a.m. on your Saturday morning. I'm Matthew Foltz, and we continue to follow that breaking news this morning out of Venezuela. President Donald Trump confirming a large-scale strike against Venezuela, as well as the capture of Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife. Now, at least 7 explosions and low-flying aircrafts were heard overnight in Venezuela's capital. NBC News now reporting that Venezuela's attorney general says innocent civilians were killed in those strikes. Attorney Pam Bondi says Maduro will, quote, face the full wrath of American justice on American soil. So Trump posting this statement on Truth Social, saying in part, quote, this operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. So this all comes as the U.S. military has been targeting alleged drug smuggling boats in Venezuela for the last few months and continues calling for regime change there. But Trump has not outlined a plan for what might happen after that. It's also unclear where the Venezuelan president and his wife were flown to. So right now, the FAA is banning U.S. commercial flights in Venezuela's airspace over, quote, ongoing military activity. We also know that all flights in Puerto Rico's major airport have been canceled at this hour. So, of course, this is a developing story that we've been following for several hours now. Of course, a press conference is slated for just 2 hours at 11 a.m. So we'll have the latest updates both on air and online as soon as we learn more. Well, back here in Indy, within the last few hours, we've also been following breaking news here locally as Metro Police confirm 4 people were shot on the city's east side, and we know that 2 of those victims have died. So our Marina Silva, she's been live at the scene for the several hours this morning near 32nd and Emerson. Marina, what's the latest?
We are learning, Matthew, that one of the people shot and taken to the hospital is a teenager. We're still here on scene. I want to show you a little bit of what we're seeing right now here at Hawthorne Apartments. Police tell us the vehicle involved was reported stolen. Now, if you can see right now, you see police have multiple, probably dozens of evidence markers out. More police are coming, conducting their investigation. We know detectives are here. Police tell us 2 people were found dead inside of a car. You can see that vehicle over there, and 2 people were found outside of the car. They were taken to a hospital in critical but stable condition. Investigators say the shooting happened just before 7 o'clock this morning, and Metro Police haven't confirmed the ages of the other victims yet, but we do know that one of the victims in the hospital is a confirmed teenager. Police are calling this a case of senseless violence, reminding parents to know where your teenagers are at all time, and they're asking for the people that live here to come forward with anything you heard or you saw.
And we need community to come forward and just talk to us. We'll be out here for the next several hours as this investigation continues. If anybody in this area heard something, saw something, has doorbell camera footage, we need you to come forward and talk to our detectives. You can also go to Crime Stoppers. Either way, you can remain anonymous.
We did speak with a neighbor just a few minutes ago. She's saying she heard the shots early this morning. She says this is something that happens very often around here. She said she's actually fearful living here, even coming out to take her garbage. So we're going to talk to her again in just a few minutes. But police are going to be here for the next several hours conducting their investigation. Matthew.
Yeah, just a heartbreaking way to start the new year. Of course, we know this is the 3rd person shot and killed in Indianapolis here that we've learned, but then the new year started the new year. So Marina Silva reporting live for us on the east side. We'll check back in with you soon for more updates. Your time is now 9:04. We're going to get a check in the weather update with Lindsay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Wanted to show you a couple live cameras from across central Indiana this morning. So we're waking up to some pretty seasonably cold conditions as well as some overcast skies. Here's a live look up in Connorsville this morning over in Fayette County, where we've got some of these beautiful light displays still up. As the sun has now come up, obviously the lights have shut off, but we are now sitting at 23 over in Connorsville, and we'll take you up to Carmel this morning, where we're still looking at fairly cloudy skies and a temperature that is holding steady here in the mid-20s. That's where we've been here in the Indianapolis metro because of this lingering cloud cover. Have picked up on perhaps a few flurries across northern Indiana, but that area of high pressure back to our west is what's going to take over for today, and that will gradually clear our sky out from west to east as we get into this afternoon. So going to stay mainly cloudy for several more hours, but I think by the time we get into this afternoon, we're going to see a little bit more in the way of sunshine. 23 right now in Richmond. It's 23 in Muncie, 25 for our friends in Shelbyville. And here's how your Saturday is going to play out. Again, fairly overcast, a little more sunshine as we approach the mid-30s for highs today. We'll call it 36 in Indy and 38 in Bloomington. A big-time warming trend on the way. We're talking highs in the 50s and 60s for the first week of 2026. We'll break down those changes in your full forecast.
These are IU fans returning home, still on a high from that Rose Bowl victory. In less than a week, the Hoosiers will take on the Oregon Ducks again for a spot in the national championship. Alex Almanza caught up with fans at the airport coming back to Indiana, now having their sights set on Atlanta.
Well, you know, a lot of Hoosier fans are still running on that Rose Bowl victory high, but between now and next week when the Peach Bowl gets underway, a lot of fans say that they can't rest on their laurels now because there's a lot of work to be done and tickets still to be bought.
The Hoosiers seem to be Hoosiered out, at least for now, after spending all day cheering, then hopping on a flight and adjusting back to the time zone.
We're ready to get home, but like I said, it was amazing, and I wouldn't trade for anything. It was very cool.
The homecoming was quiet, fewer cheers, more carry-ons, that luggage filled with souvenirs, of course, money well spent, fans say. But the people who have been waiting for this moment for decades tell us they left with memories money can't buy. That includes Marie Anderson, who has been an IU fan for 42 years.
Every year, you'd go, you think, oh my gosh, we're going to win. They say we got a good team, and then we lose. But with Coach Signetti, he's made me proud to be an IU fan.
Anderson says she and her daughter used to work the IU football games, a true bonding moment for them. Meanwhile, Clifton Hibbert says this game was about quality time. He left LA for Indy to watch with his son he hadn't seen in 40 years.
He took me to a sport bar, and we was there watching the game, and it was a blast.
Was that a bonding moment for you and your son?
Yes, it was a bonding moment. We love it.
But as they part ways this week, we suggested another meetup in Atlanta.
I'm going to say that to him, a matter of fact. I'm going to ask him, say, how about pick up some tickets?
So whether they were at a bar or watching from home, the celebration may be over, but the journey isn't.
All right, so there's still a lot of work between now and next week. Fans are going to catch up on some of that sleep first and foremost, but they're also going to make sure that they, get their line for those tickets. So between now and next Friday, there's a lot of work to be done, but we'll be here and fans will be as well. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.